So hello and welcome everyone. Today we are checking out Broken Sword 5, The Serpent's Curse, coming to the Nintendo Switch tomorrow. Let's take a look at this. I believe it's a point and click adventure type game. Haven't played any of the Broken Sword series, so I'm not too familiar with this. Let's jump in, take a look, see what we think. First things first, I like to check out the options if they are there, just to see what we have. Let's see here. Subtitle, sure. Vibrations, sure. Audio settings, I'll leave it the way it is. Hold on. Music, speech is louder, good. Sound effects. Let's jump into a new game. Hey there! Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? Yeah, I haven't played Fortnite in a bit, unfortunately. Too many new games I haven't been showing off to folks. Hopefully, sometime in the near future, I can get some Fortnite going again. It's hard to play casual games when I've got a ton of games coming through to show off and cover. That looks pretty nice. Oh yes, I definitely remember you. So how have you been?
We must go now. Papa!
Tiago, go with your mother to the trap. Take this. It will always be your guide.
Yes, Papa.
We will join you shortly. Xavier, the painting. La maledicción. This way.
Senora, it is too late. Go.
No! Papa!
Been 3 months? Wow, that's quite a while.
Senor, in here. Search them. Of course. Paris in the spring. Passion, romance, l'amour. I was working in art insurance. It paid the rent, just about. And then, by chance, I met Nico at a private view.
You didn't tell me that you were back in Paris, Josh?
We should catch up. Let's have lunch.
Nobody move!
No, monsieur. Not la malédiction. Oh.
Stay back.
Once again, Paris had shown me her dark side. A brutal robbery, a senseless murder. Nico and I were about to be drawn into a new and terrifying adventure together.
Hopefully, I'll try to put something together, either...
The gallery owner was dead. I guess sometimes playing the hero doesn't pay. My company had insured the exhibition, so I had a crime to solve. The cops would be here soon. I didn't have much time.
Maybe Friday or Monday night. If I can squeeze some time in for it, I'll get one going.
Excuse me, Father.
Yes, my son.
I'm George Stobart. My company insured the exhibition.
My name is Simeon.
Is there anything I can do?
You can pray for his soul.
A senseless murder.
On the contrary, this killing makes plenty of sense.
What do you mean?
A great evil has taken place. This is the work of the devil.
What?
I am a Dominican priest. I know these things. And now, excuse me, I must pray.
1 minute I'd been planning dinner with Nico. The next I was talking art theft, murder, and the devil with a priest.
That's cool. All the options are just over buttons there. Talk to you already. Good. Examine the body.
Poor guy.
Let's see. Got a paper there.
There was a small piece of paper in the dead man's hand. It was too intriguing not to take a look. It read, 2:30 p.m., be ready. Innocent enough, until I realized that the robbery took place at 2:30 p.m. There was something fishy going on around here, and it wasn't just the canapes. I quickly replaced the note.
Get ready to be killed.
In Henri's pocket was a tiny bottle. It was a bottle of Brett. The label claimed it would wake the beast within. I didn't want Henri's blood on my hands. He definitely looked better.
He put it back on.
Hair today, gone tomorrow.
Inventory. Okay, we got a phone. What's there? Gonna take these?
I put the glasses back where they were. Best to leave the evidence the way I found it. I decided to let Henri's toupee rest in peace.
Can't take it? Nope.
Poor guy.
Guessing we're done because I had
A cryptic note and a bottle of overpowering cologne. No personal effects or anything else of substance. I needed to find where he kept his records.
Paintings.
All I needed was a mere 65,000, and this little gem could be mine. It was a blob of chewed gum.
Yuck. No, that's not in there. Nope. Can I talk to you anymore?
Father?
Yes, my son.
Hey, Father, how about a squirt?
I think not.
How about a
What did you mean when you said that a great evil had taken place?
Your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour.
What?
Peter 5:8. The devil is all around, Mr. Stobart.
Did Henri say anything before he died?
He said, "Stop the car, I want to get in."
What does that mean?
We may never know.
What brought you to the exhibition, Father?
The painting.
Which one?
La Maledictio, of course.
The painting that was stolen.
I had to confront the evil.
Good.
What do you know about the man who painted La Maledictio?
El Serp. He was a man playing with fire. The fire of eternal damnation.
Tell me about the stolen painting.
Whoever gets close to it will burn in hell.
Whoever gets close to it's gonna burn in hell. It's a horrid painting.
Father?
Yes, my son.
Oh, it goes back to those ones again. What about you?
It was Hector Lane, France's greatest art critic. We'd met before. It hadn't ended well. For a moment, I thought he was dead. But from the snoring, I guessed he'd only fainted. Lane was out cold. I was going to need something to bring him around.
Lovely, so I'm gonna have to get some.
In the pocket was a pair of nail clippers. They were monogrammed with the letters HL.
Some water or something. No water anywhere. Oh, pizza box. Clue.
The thief left the pizza box behind. I wondered what was in it. Well, no surprise there. Pizza. The guy must have been hungry. There was only one slice left.
Check out this door.
The door was locked with a keypad. The wires from the camera ran into the room behind. It must have captured the whole robbery. If I could get the code to the keypad, I might be able to shed some light on the crime. I still needed to figure...
I still gotta figure out the code. They're gonna let me just sit there, okay.
This was where the stolen painting had hung. Why that painting? And why kill for it? The stolen painting had an alarm, which should have sounded when the painting was removed. I needed to find out why it hadn't. So, the alarm wasn't broken. I suspected foul play.
Someone's been tampering.
So that was why the alarm hadn't sounded. A wire had been cut by someone who knew exactly what they were doing. This was an inside job.
Yes, I think that's it.
Someone had cut a wire and sabotaged the alarm. It was the speaker cone for the alarm. It hadn't sounded when the painting was stolen. The pressure pad appeared to be working fine, but the cut wire had ensured that the alarm wouldn't sound when the painting was removed.
Guessing we got everything we need to know here. It shows that it's left open.
The stolen painting was called La Maledictio, painted by someone called El Serp in 1937, and worth just 40 grand. The stolen painting was worth less than the others. So why did the thief target it?
No, I wouldn't want anybody to unsub unless they wanted to. Why would you think I'd want you to do that? Let's get out of here. I think that's all we can do. Okay, so the left C-stick moves this around. And let's say for the most part, use your right C-stick to move the actual picture around. There's the poster.
The poster looked old. I didn't want to touch it.
I have a ton of games I haven't played. I've got Paladins I haven't touched in a while. I've got few RPGs. I got a ton of games that I want to play. It's just a matter of time. But
The street was quiet and upmarket. Not the kind of place for an opportunist thief.
I'll definitely try to get this Fortnite going. Either Friday night or possibly Monday night. We'll see. I got another game I'm trying to get through as well. So we're done here, I guess. Can we look through the window?
From out here, you couldn't see the stolen painting. This robbery was definitely planned. The room looked like some sort of office for the gallery. I could just see the glow of the CCTV monitor in the corner. You gotta hand it to the French. They know how to take a leak in style.
Huh. Which way do we want to go then? Here? I go in there. But if you want to unsub, that's definitely your call. But I wouldn't ask anyone to unsub. As you know, I cover a lot of different Nintendo games. So sometimes I got time to jump into casual games, and sometimes I unfortunately don't. The waiter. Come here, waiter.
Excuse me.
Monsieur?
There's just been a robbery at the gallery.
Oh, really?
You don't sound surprised.
All property is theft, monsieur, and all art is property. Therefore, all art is theft. Do you not agree?
Well, when you put it like that, it's hard not to. Did you see anybody run out of the gallery earlier?
There was a beautiful woman with a camera. She was chasing somebody.
Oh, that must have been Nico.
You know her? You surprise me.
Can you tell me anything about the man she was chasing?
I assume, monsieur, that like all of us, he is inherently unknowable.
No wonder this guy's cafe was empty. The gallery owner, Henri, was shot dead trying to stop the robbery.
Life has no meaning the moment you lose the illusion of being eternal.
Right. Did you know him well?
Can we ever truly know another human being, monsieur? He spent little time at the cafe, unlike his friend, Monsieur Lane.
What do you know about Le Lizard Bleu?
It's bourgeois, vacuous, and overpriced. Just like its curator Lane. He's always in here, you know, talking art to his latest fusée.
What do you know about Hector Lane?
Lane? Oh yes. He drinks here sometimes. He slid away last night without paying.
Last night? What sort of time?
After midnight for sure. If you see him, give him this bill and tell him to pay up next time.
I wondered whether Lane was in a hurry to get somewhere or just trying to skip paying his bill.
Huh. That bad guy.
Would you like a squirt of this?
Are you suggesting I smell, monsieur?
No, sorry. Do you recognize these?
They are nail clippers.
Thank you for your consistent indifference, monsieur.
Perhaps next time you come, I will give you a coffee. Perhaps not.
Okay. So Does the way to.
The Sacré-Cœur Basilica. The highest point in Paris. Impressive.
So, means we must head over this way. On going. Guessing I have to go down into here.
For a moment, I contemplated getting on the next train out of here. But a man was dead, and I had a job to do.
But can't go in there?
I wasn't going to leave until I'd solved this crime.
Hmm.
Nope, I needed to try something else. It was a pissoir.
Well then, maybe we gotta go inside then with the new stuff.
Time to awaken the beast.
There we go.
What?
What was that? It smells like the 70s. Where am I?
You fainted.
Passed out.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
I wouldn't exactly call this living. Don't just stand there. Get me something to eat. I've had a terrible shock, you know.
Oh, you big baby.
What do you think of this?
I don't care. Can't you see I've had a dreadful shock? I need, nay, I demand something to eat.
You can go eat that old pizza on the over there.
No one had noticed the pizza box fall onto the floor. I decided to leave it alone.
Here. Stuff your mouth with this.
I found a slice of pizza.
I asked for food, boy, not a cardboard simulacrum.
Oh, okay, if you don't want it.
I didn't say that. Now give it here. Given the circumstances, that was surprisingly acceptable. Now, what's been going on? Oh, Henri, is he
Dead? Afraid so.
poor chap? Just like him to steal the limelight, though.
Excuse me.
Do I know you?
Yes, our paths have crossed in the Glees Gallery.
Of course, the man with the absinthe. I don't suppose you...
Afraid not.
Pity. I'm sorry, but I'm having trouble remembering your name.
I'm George Stobart. I insured the exhibition.
I hope you have deep pockets then, my boy.
Could I ask you a few questions, Mr. Lane?
Fire away.
Oh, looky here. This is interesting. An unpaid bill from the cafe next door.
Your point?
It's your bill, Mr. Lane. Pink champagne. Nice touch. The waiter wants you to pay up, by the way.
My financial affairs are none of your business.
Did you know the gallery owner?
Of course. We worked together on the exhibition.
Oh, really?
Henri provided the space. I was the creative powerhouse.
How long had you known him?
As a friend, many years. Our professional relationship had only recently blossomed into this exhibition, under my curatorial wing. And now the poor fellow's gone and got himself killed.
If Lane was involved with the gallery, then he had to know the code to that door. Do you know anything about the stolen painting?
Of course, dear boy. La Maledictio, a little-known work, turned up at the last minute.
What about the killer? Were you able to get a look at him?
A delinquent in a tin hat. Beyond that, I don't really recall.
Oh, yeah, you fainted.
Those of us with a higher aesthetic are more sensitive to violence.
Ooh, keep going.
So you curated the exhibition? What's it about?
A brilliant retrospective. A dialectical window on European art's ongoing discourse with the unresolved psychoses of the nation-state.
Wow, you took the words right out of my mouth. So, you help run this place? Maybe you can give me the code to that door.
The code to the office?
I just thought you might have the number.
I do, but I couldn't possibly give you access before the police arrive.
I figured I wasn't going to get the door code from Lane by playing nice. I needed to turn the heat up.
Huh.
Mr. Lane, you're really going to have to give me the code to that door.
And why, pray, should I do that?
Because the way the cops will see it, you're the prime suspect. We both know you're innocent, Mr. Lane, but the cops, well, they may not see things so simply. I might be able to get them off your case, but in exchange, I'd like the code for the office door.
But that's preposterous. The police would have neither evidence nor motive.
Funny you should mention that. Take a look at this.
What of it?
It's your bill from the cafe next door.
So?
You sure drank a lot of champagne last night without paying the bill. But you told me that you were away from Paris last night. I hate to say it, but that sounds like a lie to me. Tell you what, you give me the code to the door, and the police need never know.
This is ridiculous. You have no motive and nothing that connects me to the crime.
Have it your way. I will get that code.
Huh.
Someone sabotaged the alarm on the stolen painting. A wire was cut.
What? Who could have got into the alarm system?
Exactly. It was an inside job, Mr. Lane.
You're not suggesting that I...
Well, I'm afraid that's the way the cops are going to see it.
That's preposterous. How could I possibly have cut the wire?
Are these your nail clippers, Mr. Lane?
Yes, they have my initials monogrammed on them.
Huh. The perfect implement for cutting the alarm on the stolen painting.
What are you saying?
Well, the alarm was sabotaged, Mr. Lane. It was an inside job.
Are you accusing me? How dare you?
Now, I believe you. I absolutely do. But will the police? You have the motive. There's the evidence. Evidence of sabotage, along with the gaping hole in your alibi. Look, give me the code for the office, and I can make your problems disappear.
You, sir, are a blackmailer.
Yep, got it in one.
The number is 6397. But your accusations have absolutely no substance.
I had the code. The police would be here any moment, so I had to work fast.
I wonder then.
What was that number again? 642... No.
Everyone, hold it right there.
Damn it.
I am Inspector Navet of the Paris Serious Crime Squad, and I hereby declare this crime scene open. I mean, closed. Now, nobody move, especially you on the floor. Moo, I want a total lockdown. Nobody in or out. Apart from me, of course.
A few minutes later.
I needed to get back into the gallery, but a familiar figure was guarding the door. It was Sergeant Mou. Our paths had crossed before.
Oh, I get to move her now. Okay.
Sergeant Mou, we meet again.
Aha, Madame Collard, an unexpected pleasure.
I was in the gallery at the time of the theft. Can I get back in?
I am sorry, but I am under strict orders from Inspector Navet. Nobody in, nobody out. And I must correct you, madame. It is no longer just a theft. It is a murder.
Mon Dieu! That poor man! I witnessed the crime. I've got to get back in there.
I'm sure you can make an official statement in good time.
I saw the thief. I think I can help the investigation.
I am implacable, Madame Collard.
Who is Inspector Navet?
The most promising young investigator on the force. A genius, a man blessed with almost superhuman insight.
He sounds highly perspicacious.
Madame, it is not for us to talk about the inspector's sweaty proclivities. He is about to solve his third case in as many days.
So, what's he got that the other investigators don't have?
Blood spatter. He is the world expert. He reads the entrails of the crime scene like a book.
Pleasure, let me see that one again.
I chased after the shooter and got a photo of him.
Inspector Navet will be delighted.
You've got to let me into the gallery to show him.
Absolutely not.
So, I cannot go in without Inspector Navet's permission?
No.
And to get Inspector Navet's permission, I need to go in.
Exactement.
Have you ever heard of Kafka, Sergeant Mou?
Madame Collard, I do not see what soccer players have to do with this.
No, he's a... Never mind.
So, they're gonna work then.
I really need to get into the gallery and speak to Inspector Navet.
Tut. He is not to be disturbed. He is applying his famous scientific methods. Any moment now, the case will be cracked. I certainly hope so. I am dog-tired and want to go home.
This was madness. Sergeant Mou wasn't going to let me in. Here's my press card. Do you have a statement for the paper?
Yes, madame. Stay away from the crime scene and let the police do their job. And always leave a light on when you go out at night.
How as usual.
Why are you so tired, Sergeant Mou?
I have been working for 3 days with no rest. Navet is a genius in his field, and he assumes that we all have his energy and vigor.
Oh, you poor man. If you'd like to go and get some sleep, I will watch the door for you.
That's very thoughtful of you. Ha! A cunning attempt to make me a deserter, madame. A gendarme never leaves his post.
Well, how about a hot drink?
Ah, that would do the trick for sure. Unfortunately, I mustn't drink on duty. My doctor specifically warned me against it after the last incident.
That incident you mentioned, what happened exactly?
I don't want to talk about it. All I can say is it was very unfortunate. I am on duty, and I need to focus.
Thanks a lot, Sergeant Moo. You've been so helpful.
And I wonder, maybe the waiter will help her?
Madame,
Bonjour, monsieur.
whatever it is you want, we are closed.
Then why you standing here?
You would not understand, madame.
Try me.
Because I look at you and I know you are like all the others.
The others?
The pretty women who shop, who gossip, who have their spa days, their almond croissant,
That bad, huh?
and the men with their grooming products and their shiny shoes and their skinny suits who come to my cafe and ask me for lattes, macchiatos, frappes.
I see your point.
Is this what we fought on the barricades for, madame? Ripped up the paving slabs, bled on the streets.
Isn't it?
No, madame, it is not. We fought for ideas, for philosophy, for freedom, equality, fraternity.
Vive la révolution.
And do you know what drove us on as we fought? What fueled the streets of Paris in that glorious spring? What made our hearts soar?
Cheap wine and free sex?
No, madame, no! It was French Café Noir that inspired us. The simple demi-tasse. The black, sweet taste of freedom.
So that's why you closed?
Yes, madame. I serve only thinkers, philosophers, revolutionaries. And you, madame, with your polite top and your pointy ears, are none of those things.
This is a cafe.
Yes, to the right people.
On any other day, I would have given this guy a straight one to the chin. But there was a chance he could help me get into the gallery.
That was quite the talk.
Monsieur,
Life is fleeting, madame. The sands of time are running through your fingers.
well, that may be, but
We know not what we want, and yet we are responsible for what we are.
there's been a crime.
That is terrible, madame. But you know what they say.
No, but I think you're going to tell me.
Life begins on the other side of despair. C'est vrai, no?
Well, I guess so. He was pushing me to the point of despair.
During the riots, we battled the forces of oppression.
Oh, really? That must have been terrifying.
It was, except that they made me stay behind the barricades with the other baristas. We made coffee by the liter to fuel the resistance. I've never brewed so much coffee. Of course, our brave heroes spent half their time going for a pee. But with our coffee inside them, they fought the running dogs all night long.
None of this was helping me get past Sergeant Moo.
Au revoir.
We need some coffee. Can we ask for
Monsieur.
coffee?
The road to enlightenment is a long one, madame. Perhaps you will walk that road with me. Au revoir.
Nope, I guess not. Can't do nothing here.
An intricate stained glass window, irresistible to any tourist. The body was still in there. I had to get back inside. It was an office. The room was full of strange trinkets. The pissoir was decorative and unpleasant.
Unpleasant.
I wasn't going to leave without comparing notes with Georges.
Ah, okay. So we are just stuck in this area. Oh boy. So then, that guy won't talk to me. I can use my phone. You can. Oh, George.
Hi, Georges. I'm outside the gallery.
Thank God you're safe, Nico.
Inspector Moo is out here and he's not letting me in. I managed to grab a couple of photos, but the guy got away.
Poor Henri is dead.
I know. Why kill him?
I've been trying to find out. Turns out the alarm was tampered with. Looks to me like an inside job.
So, no ordinary robbery?
And no ordinary painting. The priest claims that La Maledictio is evil. I need to get into the office and see what the CCTV has to offer. Maybe you could help me out when you get back in here?
Well, why didn't you ask him to talk to the chief? Let you in the door, you crazy girl.
Ronnie, I'm at the exhibition over in Montmartre. You won't believe the scoop I've got.
You're kidding me. That place is a dump. What could possibly have happened to make it exciting?
A painting's been stolen and the gallery owner's been shot.
What? Okay, speak to anybody who saw what happened. Scope out the place. And call me as soon as you get a story. If you're quick, we can make the evening edition. Bye, Nicole.
This could be the scoop I'd been waiting years for.
Maybe you gotta use the press card on the other guy. Press card didn't work on him.
Here's my press card.
La liberté. Madame, you are not the person that I took you to be. You must accept my deepest, my most profound apologies.
Well, of course I accept. But why?
La liberté, the great journal of freedom. At the height of the battle, as the tear gas blew and the blood flowed, it was La Liberté which carried the voice of our revolution to the world. I know now that you are not the kind of woman who would ask me for almond croissant. You are a true daughter of France, and I am your humble servant.
Ooh, so we're getting somewhere.
Monsieur,
Madame?
could we have a little chat?
Anytime, madame.
Did you see anything happen at the gallery earlier?
I saw you running after a pizza delivery guy. Somebody said he killed someone.
That's true. He stole a painting and shot the gallery owner.
How close we are to death, and yet how far from ever comprehending it.
Well, right now I need to get back inside and figure out what happened.
I applaud you, madame. To seek the truth is a worthy ambition.
As a journalist, that is my duty. How about some coffee?
For you, madame, of course. There is only one coffee that I can serve you. Black, strong, and in a tiny cup. One moment.
I'll give the coffee to the police officer guy there.
Here is your coffee, madame.
Thank you, monsieur.
Oh, she drank it.
The coffee was hot and strong. Could you make me a coffee to go?
For a fellow revolutionary? Of course, madame. One moment.
Ah, there we go. This should hopefully do it.
Here's your takeaway coffee, madame.
Thank you, monsieur.
Hey there, Mr. Policeman. Want some more coffee?
Sergeant Moo, I brought you a coffee.
Coffee? Fantastic. Just what I need. But wait. I must not. My little problem.
I'm sure one little cup of coffee won't hurt.
I am tempted, madame, but I cannot risk it. I am sorry.
So, this incident, it involved you, some coffee, and your little problem?
It is a tale of woe, madame.
I'm all ears, Sergeant.
Well, since you seem quite understanding, I shall elaborate.
Please do.
I was in charge of canine security for the president himself. One day, en vacances, he went for a private discussion with a lady minister. I stayed alone with his dog, but I had drunk a coffee to stay awake, and nature came to call. So I tied the dog to a tree and went for a secret pee-pee.
A secret pee-pee.
When I came back, the dog was having a liaison dangereux with the lady minister's terrier.
But how did they find out?
Well, 2 months later, the president's Labrador gave birth to 6 beautiful mongrels. And I was busted to sergeant just after the president's divorce came through.
You are a victim of a great injustice, Sergeant.
You think so?
But of course, you knew you must not fall asleep at your post. You were guarding the president himself.
Well, the president's dog.
Ah, it was the same thing.
Yes, I suppose.
And by drinking that coffee, you made the ultimate sacrifice for our glorious republic, your career.
Now you put it like that?
And now France is calling you again. She is saying, drink, Sergeant Moo, drink!
She is?
She is. Drink or fall asleep at your post. Which is it to be?
I suppose it is drink?
Bravo, Sergeant!
And drink the coffee and go for your pee-pee.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Excuse me, madame. I must use the petit gendarme's room. It has gone straight through me. Could you watch the gallery door for me?
Oh, you can count on me, Sergeant. I distracted Moo. It was now or never.
How did you get past Sergeant Moo? Well, you won't fool me so easily, madame. I shall question you later.
Nico, am I glad to see you.
So, what's the problem?
The inspector's watching me like a hawk. I'll never get in without some sort of distraction.
I'll see what I can do.
Ah, so I gotta do distraction now. Pizza box or something? Ah, tomato stein.
The tomato sauce had splattered on the floor. I spread some of this sauce around with my shoe. It looked a little bit like a blood stain, but it still wasn't right. If I was going to distract the cop, I had to get rid of that gum.
Then take the
No
gum.
way was I going to clean that up with my bare hands.
You big baby.
I scraped up the chewing gum with my press card, hoping the inspector wouldn't notice.
That's all over your press card.
There was no reason to mess with the stain any longer. Inspector Nave, do you have a moment?
My time is of the essence. Be quick now.
Have you seen the stain on the floor over there? It looks like blood.
Indeed. How very curious. I must investigate immediately, before one of these idiots steps in it. Interesting. Maybe it is time to employ the machine.
Huh. That machine.
Okay, George, that should distract him for a while.
Nice work, Nico. I'll let you know what I find in the office. I was sure the inspector hadn't seen me slip away, but I needed to be quick, because it wouldn't take him long.
At last, Stobart.
Sorry, Mr. Rickenbacker. I've been busy.
Yeah, I damn well hope so. I'm watching the news.
Oh, anything interesting?
Yeah, someone stole a painting.
Oh, really?
And it was one you insured. What's going on?
Yes. Well, the guy was armed, sir.
So?
You think I should have thrown myself in front of the thief, wrestled him to the ground, got myself shot?
Sure would have made me feel better. Anyway, find that painting, or give me a good reason not to pay out. Please tell me that you have some leads.
I'm working on it.
So push the start button. Ah, okay, cool. Main menu, hints. Oh, there's a hint. Okay. So if you're stuck, go use a hint. Quickly save it. We're at 6%.
I didn't want to carry the tape around. I had a feeling I wasn't going to need it. It was the paper that Nico wrote for. Nico lived for the day her story would be on the front cover. I didn't feel the need to take Henri's eraser. Carrying an ink pot around inside my pocket would have been stupid. The ink would have stained my hands for days.
I don't know. Pins?
I didn't like the idea of a pocket full of sharp pins.
We're thinking about pockets.
I didn't need a business card.
No. A pen?
The pen could have been useful. Then again, it might have leaked all over my pocket.
Let me guess. The lighter.
The lighter was corroded and grimy. It'd probably never work again. I decided to leave it.
But we don't need anything here then. No, I don't think anything here is of any value then. Ah, there you go.
There was nothing else in the drawer. The folder looked interesting. This was very definitely tampering with evidence. It was a completion of work notice from a company called Vera Security. They weren't the guys we'd recommended. Henri had gone behind our backs to choose a different security outfit. I'd never heard of Vera Security, but there was an address and phone number on the form. Henri's notice board was covered with all kinds of junk.
That's all we need then, just the address.
The statue was jaunty. Up close and personal, I could see that the fig leaf was hinged. The street was quiet.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
It looked like Henri had saved the best booze for the back room. The sofa had clearly taken some punishment over the years.
There's the door. Our TV up there.
I didn't imagine Henri as a musician.
Pipe.
It was a hookah pipe. Those things gave me a headache. Henri sure liked his clutter.
Clock poster. Wait. Hold on, boss. Probably nothing there. Well, you never know.
Henri had a model of a VW camper van painted in hippie colors. The engine capacity was displayed on the back, 1600 cc. Henri sure had his quirks.
Well, let's check out this system here. See what we get.
The CCTV system was ancient. It took individual shots and recorded them to tape. It looked like I needed to enter a passcode to view the recording.
Was it 6359?
Nope. I needed to find a 4-digit number.
Ah, interesting. Maybe on the calendar?
The calendar looked like a child's school project. Henri had ringed 27th May and scrawled birthday. Poor guy hadn't quite made it to his big day. The poster advertised the 1975 Stockholm Music Festival, headlined by a group called the Hairy Lobsters.
It's 1975.
It was a pretty flamboyant-looking clock.
Nope.
And there I was, thinking that Henri might have set such an obvious code. No such luck.
It's maybe 0417 for his birthday? No, 0517.
Still not right. I needed to find a 4-digit number.
Interesting. Where's the number then? Oh.
It was hard to tell if the lava lamp was retro or just plain old. The trinkets, the junk, the instruments. Henri was kind of a hippie at heart.
Baggy stuff. Maybe on here.
That wasn't worth trying.
Yeah. Call. Give you a call.
Hello, Vera Security?
George Stobart here, Paris Mutual.
Never heard of you.
Really? Well, I'm surprised. We're leaders in our field in commercial insurance, and our brand recognition is...
Do me a favor. Don't call back.
Don't call back.
The lady hung up. I was going to have to visit in person.
Oh. I guess I call you.
It would have been stupid to phone Nico from in there.
Oh.
Besides, I really didn't want to attract any attention.
Do I leave?
I knew it'd be wrong to leave the room without checking it thoroughly.
Nope. We cannot leave yet. Wastebasket.
In the trash can, I found a crumpled letter from Henri's credit card company demanding immediate payment. It listed extravagant purchases from a variety of ladies' fashion stores. The address indicated that Henri lived in the chic and expensive 16th arrondissement of Paris. I decided to put the letter back. Henri's financial problems weren't my business. But now I knew where he lived.
Well, where else would there be a number then? Not there. Not in the pot. Pretty much looked at everything. Nothing else on the notice board then?
It didn't look like there was anything important on the board. I had no reason to search the desk again.
The wastebasket. Gum. Flowers?
The frame containing pressed flowers. Henri may have been a hippie, but a hippie with plenty of disposable income.
There, no.
A naked lady stared at me seductively. Henri may have been a hippie, but a hippie.
Somewhere can be a number. Looked at that. We can't really do much of that right now anyway.
Hello, Mr. Rickenbacker? I found a piece of paper that shows Henri went against my recommendations for security.
And?
I guess I'm just wondering why.
Well, you're on the case, Stobart. Just find out where that painting's gone.
That doesn't help me at all. Doesn't want to search the desk again.
It was
The lamp.
The
Telephone.
telephone was an antique rotary.
Ugh. Nope. That's useless. The poster. Lamp. Come on, it's gotta be the time on the clock.
It was a pretty...
Where we've looked at everything, nothing else is giving us a number. Them with the couch now? No.
A 1600cc type.
Maybe 1600? Giving us numbers. Nope.
Henri hadn't set the model van's engine size as the passcode. It was a small keypad. Nope, I needed to try something else.
Sprayed and get something that way.
I needed to find a 4-digit number.
But 1975 didn't work. Tried his birthday thingy.
Henri had ringed 27th May.
Oh, wait.
And scrawled birthday.
I think it's 0517, didn't I? That was 27. No, I did it wrong. Let me try again. 0527. Ah.
Bingo.
I would have picked the number right to begin with.
Before the robbery. This was the first interesting frame. It was Henri studying La Malédiction. He couldn't have had any idea what was about to happen.
Yeah, if I would have did that right at the beginning, which I was thinking it, I just picked the wrong date. Who would have had it?
Nico and I were taking a look at La Malédiction just before the robbery. Funny, the painting didn't strike me as remarkable at the time, just odd. A good view of La Malédiction. I could kind of see why Father Simeon thought it was evil. There was a certain presence about it. The killer caught in the act There was nothing really distinctive about him. The moment it all went horribly wrong. The killer making his getaway. A logo on the front of his helmet read Waterloo Motors. That could be useful. The alarm should have sounded when the killer took the painting, but it had been sabotaged. I wondered who could have done that. Maybe Lane, or even Henri himself. Or perhaps even Vera's security, who'd installed the system.
That's a question.
The painting was gone. There I was, taking a look at the alarm box. Hopefully I didn't look too suspicious.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about that when I was taking a look at the camera. That was the last shot. I'd got some leads on the killer's identity. A closer look at the painting might be useful.
You want to see the painting?
Poor Henri. This frame caught the moment the killer... The image was a little fuzzy, but in the center of the painting was what looked like a snake eating its own tail. I thought about what the priest said. There was definitely something unsettling about the picture.
Then, that'd be it. Done. See, we are done.
Monsieur, sir, you have snuck in here, and now you are tampering with my evidence.
Save it first? No, we can't.
I wasn't tampering with anything. I was just looking for clues.
That is my job, Monsieur...
Stobart. George Stobart. Paris Mutual. We insured the exhibition.
Oh, really? So, you have plenty to gain from the robbery.
Well, no. We have plenty to lose from the robbery.
Don't patronize me, monsieur. Only a fool wouldn't know how insurance works.
Yeah. No flies on you, Inspector.
Exactly. I have to get up very early in the morning, which means I can be sure to catch the worm.
So I see.
May I remind you, monsieur, that a serious crime has been committed. I am going to have to ask you to return to the gallery.
Of course. But I do need to ask you a few questions.
D'accord. But remember, anything you say can be used against you, Monsieur Stobart.
Okay, I'll bear that in mind. Do you know anything about a company called Vera Security?
No, I have never heard of them. Now, I must get on with my investigation.
It's very likely that the security camera holds a clue to the killer's identity.
Monsieur, I am a professional, and you are an amateur. So, leave the investigating to me, huh? Pal? Monsieur, you are American, no?
Yeah, California born and bred.
Of course. I think perhaps you are wanting to be like that Starsky and Butch, monsieur.
Starsky and Butch.
Rolling around on top of fast cars with beautiful ladies, firing your gun.
Interesting idea, Inspector, but not really my style.
Indeed. Well, let me tell you something, monsieur. You are my prime suspect. You may go now, but I will need to speak with you again.
I'm the prime suspect. What are you talking about? That's preposterous.
I had some valuable leads. But before following up on them, I had important business to attend to. Hey, Nico, you want to grab a quick cup of coffee?
Sure.
You already had coffee.
I am pleased to announce that I have finished my preliminary investigation. This is now an official crime scene, and you must all go. I shall be questioning all of you again in the coming days. Nobody is to leave the country, particularly you, Monsieur Stobart. Monsieur Lane will stay behind to help secure the premises. Mo?
Yes, Inspector.
Let them out.
Right away, sir.
Come on, Moo.
2 coffees, please.
Nice work in there, Nico. Whatever you did, it worked.
I just made a tiny distraction, and Nave bought it.
I think Nave would buy anything if it had blood on it. You know, this whole setup, the theft, the murder, it just doesn't make sense.
What do you mean?
Let's see here.
The CCTV picked up an image of the thief. His helmet had the words Waterloo Motors written across it.
Interesting. I think I got a couple of good shots of him too, but I need to take a better look at them at home.
Great. Let me know what you find.
But this.
The security firm that Henri used was not the one I recommended.
Well, that's understandable. I've been to restaurants that you recommended.
I've got their address. Maybe they can tell me who could have had access to that alarm.
Then. Oh.
Like I said, I think it was an inside job.
Go on.
Someone disabled the alarm, but on just one painting.
Let me guess. La Maledictio.
Exactly. And I aim to find out who did it. Well, the priest thinks La Maledictio is evil.
Charles, she's just crazy.
Yeah, you're probably right. But there's something strange going on.
Good luck with your investigations. Well, I guess I should go. This story won't write itself. And Josh?
Yeah?
It's good to see you again.
Great to see you too, Nico. I watched her walk away. The sound of traffic, the sun shining, a crime to solve, and Nico back in my life.
Okay, so now. What's this? We're looking around, I guess. So where do we go? Probably to there? Can't go to your place. Save it first. Check the apartment, maybe?
As I approached Henri's apartment, I started to doubt whether coming here so soon after his death was such a great idea.
Why, you rather we go the other place?
Unsurprisingly, the front door was locked.
Yes. Who is it?
Excuse me, madame. This is George Stobart. Could I talk to you?
George, what?
George Stobart, madame. I'm from the insurance company.
For God's sake, did they have all this? I don't want to buy insurance.
No, I'm not selling, madame. It's about the gallery theft.
Oh, I see. You people move fast, don't you? This isn't a good time. I am so distraught.
Madame, Right. Now that hadn't achieved much.
Hmm.
Paris sure had a lot of similar-looking cafes.
Flamingo. No. Exit. Ponies. Pick.
Parisian spring fashion. Reminds me why I love this city. I recognize the name Sasha from the charges listed in Henri's credit card letter. Tony's Brasserie. Looked expensive.
I guess there is nothing here until later on. So let's go and check out Vera Security.
The address led me to a dead-end alley at the end of a deadbeat mall. No wonder I'd never heard of Vera Security.
Please don't touch the sign. You'll just make it worse.
The stall was a myriad of retro kitsch. Bottle stoppers, keychains, musical cards. Hi, I wonder if you can help me. I'm looking for Vera Security.
Right behind you.
Yes, of course. It's the shop behind you.
Thank you. The name's George, by the way.
Call me Bassam. And do please forgive me, but I'm in no mood to talk. I have a resounding headache.
Bad migraine, eh?
The worst. The buzzing and flashing from the old sign is killing me. I thought the neon sign had potential until it broke.
Is it your sign?
No, the previous owners. Used to be a restaurant. But this is horrible. Adversely affecting my footfall and giving me a splitting headache.
You want me to try fixing that sign for you?
Do you know what you're doing?
I'm very good at fixing things.
Then please do. I'm no good at electricals. Marketing analysis and predicting trends is more my thing.
Bassam had already told me where Vera Security was.
Let's check out that neon sign then.
I took a good look at the sign. The wiring was exposed and the cover broken. No wonder it was flashing.
Take and break it. Why would you do that?
I pulled the wire off. Well, that was one way to stop the letters flashing. Now only half the sign was illuminated.
Now I gotta move letters around. Guess you gotta find out what name you want.
The buzzing and flashing has stopped.
And I'm very grateful. But the sign still looks pretty terrible, doesn't it? When you're building a brand from the ground up, name is everything. I need a name that makes my customers long for adventure and treasures from faraway places.
What name do you want?
I could take a look at your sign, come up with something.
You are like a genie from a magic lamp.
Tell me about your business idea.
This stall is going to put me through college while giving me field experience. But the nonsense sign is working against me. It should spell a name for my shop. I need something original, yet familiar, bright and in your face, yet subtle and symbolic.
I decided to keep the wire. If Bassam knew how flimsy the sign was, he wouldn't be happy.
What would...
Do you have any use for nail clippers?
No.
No.
At least the sign's not buzzing anymore.
What do you want for a name?
I know, and I do appreciate it, but now it just spells nonsense. And as it says in all the books, branding is key. If only it spelled out a whole new world. That would send my business soaring.
A whole new world? So your objective is to arrange the letters to form a new word that is appropriate for Bazam's predicament. Letters that form the new word need to be lit, so it must be placed in the 7 sockets on the right side of the sign. Interact with the letter to pick it up, then move the letter over an empty socket. Interact again to drop the letter into that empty socket.
Seemed the letters could be moved around. Shame it didn't have the right letters to spell Bassam. I'd have to think of something else.
What will we use? Salad? Oh, but I'll even know. Am I just supposed to go and make up random names? So a whole new world, that was Aladdin. We do Aladdin? And one L. Come on. Because there's 2 D's in Aladdin though. Come on. No wait, isn't it 2 L's in Aladdin?
Aha. That seemed like a good name. Hey, Bassam, how about this? I know it's not your name, but...
Aladdin. Very cool. That's a terrific name for my store. Hits every one of my USPs.
Glad you like it.
You're a genius, George. Let me know if I can do anything for you. Aha, Mr. Stobart. What can I do for you?
So what are you selling?
Ah, I'm glad you asked. I sell all those things you can't get anywhere else in Paris.
Like...
English biscuits, Turkish delight, French cassettes, Brazilian Betamax videos.
I really like your new sign.
It's magnificent. I owe you one.
What do you think?
I'm over the moon, George. Thanks to you, I can now sell my retro cavalcade of musical cards, brushes, souvenirs. And you know what they say? Happy sellers make happy shoppers.
Guessing that's probably it for now. Come back later, maybe with some info from Vera.
Help!
What's wrong?
There's a monster
What? Where?
on the floor. Get rid of it.
Oh, the cockroach.
Yes, the cockroach. Help!
Well, squish it with your shoes.
Come here, little fella. I was never going to catch it with my bare hands. That wouldn't make any sense.
Being a bag.
That was almost a great idea. Almost.
Well, something else there. Use nail clippers. Spray it. Squish it with your phone. No.
That would have violated the Chemical Weapons Convention.
Well, not much I can do right now. I need paper or something first.
Romanovs, a Russian brand cigarette. The pack was empty. A crumpled cigarette pack.
Take it. Grab the cockroach with it.
As a child, I'd always been told not to play with matches, but I never could resist. The ashtray was full of cigarette butts. The filters were gold-colored, very exotic.
Wait. No, that one to grab. That's pretty much it then.
Leave that radio alone and salt this damn cockroach.
Shoot the cockroach. I don't like the cockroach.
There was a huge cockroach in the way.
No, please. If you can't walk over a cockroach, you big baby.
I tipped out the matches. I couldn't catch it just by swiping at it. I'd need to entice it closer. I couldn't catch it just by swiping
Oh, please.
at it. I'd need to entice it closer.
Well, you need... light something on fire?
That
Nope. Can we use it on...
I only had a few matches. Using one now probably wasn't a good idea.
Fine.
Hello, I'm...
Cockroach! I see the little beggar.
I must have to get something from this shopkeep. Hey, shopkeep, give me something for the cockroach.
Aha, Mr. Stowe.
Do you happen to know a good way to catch a cockroach?
To be honest, George, I'm better at questions on balancing budgets within a liberal economic framework. But as a layman, perhaps I could suggest you trap it? And please, whatever you do, don't squish it.
Why's that?
The entire family will catch the scent and arrive for the funeral.
Ooh, we don't want that.
You need to find a container of some sort. Then I think add this.
Rich tea. What's that, a cookie?
The perfect cockroach biscuit. Dry, dull, unsatisfying, and yet curiously Moorish.
I'll give it a try.
Glad to help.
Thank you for the cookie.
You're very welcome.
Okay, let's put the cookie into the matchbox.
I'd made a great home for a little critter.
Back in we go. Let's get this cockroach.
I needed to set the trap down somewhere and wait for my friend to make his move. I set down my clever trap. Now, all I had to do was wait.
Okay, he's in there. Close it.
Gotcha.
You are a gentleman and no mistake. I hate cockroaches.
Always ready to help a damsel in distress.
I bet you are. Can I help you?
Yes, please. Do you know if there's anyone in the office I can talk business with?
Yes, me, chérie. I'm Annette, the manager.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean... The gloves. I just thought...
Ah, easy mistake to make. If you haven't been reconstructed, that is.
Oh, but I have been reconstructed. A number of times. From the ground up.
Yes?
It says here that Vera was hired to do the security at the gallery. Didn't do a very good job, did you?
Where did you get that?
At the gallery. There's been a theft at Le Lézard Bleu. A painting's been stolen.
That job was signed off. You can't say we were to blame.
I was getting a bad feeling. The place looked like a front, and the only person there wasn't helping. Maybe the office itself could give me more information.
Are you done? Only I want to listen to this next race.
Here, have a cookie.
I've got a cookie.
Those dry things are disgusting.
Do you recognize it?
Oof! That would take the hair off your legs. I had a boss who wore that. Know what I mean?
Well,
I caught the cockroach. Look, isn't he a sweetie?
Ah! Keep it away from me! No thanks.
I guess there's probably not much to do in here.
Do these clippers look familiar?
Yes. I mean, no. Why should they look familiar?
Thanks.
What?
The Vera phone. All expenses had been spared.
Do you mind? I'm listening to the race.
Annette was watching me like a hawk.
I gotta put the cockroach somewhere?
Hands off, mister.
Yeah.
Can I just have a look?
Certainly not. That book is very private.
The place looked very much like temporary accommodation.
In the drawer?
Look, do you mind not touching the office equipment?
Annette's peripheral vision was, quite simply, astounding.
Maybe what we can do is put the cockroach on the table.
That would be pointless.
That wouldn't. Put it on the table, she'll run away.
That was never...
Dumb?
That...
Please stay on the other side of the counter.
It was like she had some kind of psychic power. She could just feel what I was trying to do.
What can I do for you?
Oh, here we go.
Are you betting on a horse?
No, I just like hearing the sound of hooves.
Oh, well, that's unusual.
Don't be an idiot. I got 50 euros on Lucky Break.
Ah, well, I hope you win.
So do I, chérie. So do I.
Annette, could I just have a quick look in your back office?
What do you take me for?
What? No. I mean, can I look in there?
Oh, I see. No, you can't. It's private.
Nothing else in here, really.
Thanks.
to come to then? Good question.
Aha, Mr. Stobart. What can I do for you?
Did the cockroach?
That cookie did the trick.
Huh.
Right customer, right product. It's a winning combination.
Do you know anything about Vera's security over there?
Not really. I haven't been here long, but neither have they by the looks of it.
Why do you say that?
Rush setup, new sign, low investment, and no customers except for you.
So, what else are you selling?
Stop by now and then. You'll be surprised.
No kidding?
So, there's nobody but me, basically.
The aircon went nicely with the Art Deco detailing. The place looked like it had been out of business for a while. The place...
Can I go in there?
I decided to stay till I'd squeezed what I could from Annette.
It's okay, so I'm stuck here. In that case, save it.
Phone covers,
So then, gotta do something in here, probably with the cockroach. Hey, that's that mouse down there?
I needed a better idea. That wouldn't have worked.
What do you want from me?
I wasn't going to talk to Nico about this place with the manager listening in.
Well, better walk out then.
Hey, Nico. I've arrived at Vera's security. It's a pretty seedy outfit.
Great. Anything else?
Not right now.
Well, call back if you find anything.
Well, that was useless.
Hello, Vera Security?
George Stobart here.
I can see you through the window, monsieur. Why don't you come in and stop wasting my time?
I can see you through the window! There's something we gotta do. Gotta figure out what. Probably involves the cockroach. She doesn't like him.
That wouldn't work.
Can't put it on the counter.
I caught the cockroach. Look, isn't he a sweetie?
Ah! Keep it away from me!
Well,
Do you mind? I'm listening to the race.
Annette was watching me like a hawk. Annette had her radio on. Sounded like a horse race.
maybe I've gotta get the race to finish somehow?
The Vera phone. She might talk to me now.
Doesn't say much.
Yes?
I caught the cockroach.
Oh.
Ah!
Then, maybe this more?
Yeah,
You show me that. I don't want it.
I've got some matches.
Yes, I saw you pick them up. Keep them. I can't afford to smoke anymore.
Thanks.
We gotta look at the table. Big put on the table.
I didn't want to leave that. That would.
Listen, what do you want? There's only so much to work with here. Can't leave. And a drawer.
That was almost a great idea.
Yes, yes. Got the lamps up there.
The place looked very.
Got that missing. Cockroach with the door.
That wouldn't have.
Oh. Ah. Running out of ideas here. I got 2 rooms to work with. Down there. I can do anything with that. Can't do anything with the radio. We gotta call. Wait. I put it on the ground? Maybe.
That work. The aircon went.
I can turn it off or something, but.
That was.
In the building?
That was.
Down here? Nope. You for something?
Mr. Rickenbacker? I decided to pay a visit to Vera's Security, the company that Henri used.
Great. Get digging and find out what you can.
That wasn't too useful.
Phone covers,
Uh-huh.
I caught the cockroach. Look.
Excellent work. Just don't let it loose near my stall. In a few weeks, this place is going to be buzzing with people, I hope, not vermin.
I think I'll keep him. I'll name him Trevor.
Interesting name. Old school, comforting, harmless. I can see you're quite a strategic thinker, George.
Well.
I've got some matches.
Always good to have.
I didn't think there was much.
Why? Show it to me.
I decided to keep. If Bassam knew how flimsy the sign. That cookie did.
Yes, it's
right, customer?
already done.
So.
Yes, yes, come back.
He who can.
Thank you for the cookie.
You're very.
Yes, it's.
Smell this.
Smell this.
Ooh. At least it's the real thing.
Do you have any use for.
Nail clippers? The pocket knife's little brother.
Yeah, I like that.
I wonder. I use that. Oh, wrong one. Electrical panel.
That was never.
Aw, nope. Wire?
That was almost a.
Well. Spray it and zap it out.
That.
Oh, wrong one. Oh boy, so they won't let you leave,
I decided to stay.
but to leave, gotta get Anna done. There's nothing else to do over here. There's something in here, but I'm not figuring out what. We're very limited as to what we can do. We've got the lamp, got the plants, drawer. Can't go into the drawer though. Nothing here. Chair. Can't do anything with the table. Plug a cord in the radio?
That was. That was.
Very, very confusing. Call from here.
Hello, we're security. We make you secure.
I'd already adjusted it.
Wrong number again. Damn nuisance calls.
A quick look revealed that the drawer was empty.
Ah, sneaky.
Hello, we're security. We make you secure. Wrong number again. Damn nuisance calls.
We can go through the door when she's not looking.
Please stay on the.
No?
Please stay on the other.
That's not very useful. Oh, I know, the black book.
Hello, we're security. We make you secure. Wrong number again. Damn nuisance calls.
I wanted to see what secrets the book might contain. There was a photo. Of course, I grabbed it. Nothing else interesting in there.
It's very sneaky. Annette and Lane. Ooh, he is the culprit.
A very bad photo of Lane and Annette. That guy sure got around.
What can I do for?
Recognize this?
Hey, that's my photo.
That's you with Lane, I believe.
So, what if it is?
What is he to you?
Oh, my Hector, that's what he is. My little Hector.
Yeah, I thought you said you had nothing to do with the gallery.
Look, here's how it is. I've only been here a few weeks. I had nothing to do with that gallery job. I just delivered the paperwork.
So, who's the manager before you?
I don't know. She just, one day, didn't come in for work. I shouldn't be talking to you. The boss told me to keep my mouth shut.
Who's the boss?
The boss. Have you got his number or address?
No, I've forgotten it. I mean, I never knew it.
Annette, a serious crime has been committed. You're in a lot of trouble.
I had nothing to do with it. Look, I need this job. I need the money. Anyway, it's only a silly old painting. No one got hurt.
No one got
The
hurt.
gallery owner was shot.
Badly?
Yeah, he's pretty dead.
Oh.
This is a murder investigation. Now, who's your boss?
I don't know. Honest, he faxes me if he wants anything.
He. Who's he?
I've never seen him, never met him. Don't make trouble for poor Annette.
Thanks. I was pretty sure Annette had told me all she was going to. She sounded scared. Time to put the thumb screws on Lane, and I knew just how.
So we gotta go back to the gallery. Actually, he's probably not at the gallery.
Time to confront Lane.
We gotta go back to the gallery, I guess.
The gallery was sealed off. The place looked empty. Lane wasn't exactly easy to miss, and it looked like he wasn't around.
So, where would he be?
The door was locked and sealed off with police tape. I needed to find Lane, and I was sure he wasn't in there.
Maybe we gotta go to the metro? Well, where would he be then?
I wondered if the widow had anything to do with the gallery at all.
Hello?
This is George Stobart. May I come up?
Stobart? What are you doing here?
Good grief. Is that you, Mr. Lane? Actually, I wanted to talk to you.
Huh.
I need to talk to Madame Dubois.
I'm sure it can wait.
Mr. Lane, does the name Annette mean anything to you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. If you don't let me in, I'll tell the police about your interesting connection to the security company.
All right then. Come up, but make it brief.
Sweet. In we go.
Dear Lord, George, you have the worst timing.
Is this a bad time to accuse you of lying?
What do you want?
I've just come from Vera's security.
So?
Guessing this was rated M because of those photos up there. Oh boy.
I'm surprised you let your conquests keep souvenirs.
Oh. Where did you get that?
Annette lent it to me.
Quit waving it around, for God's sake.
Can you tell me anything about the owner of Vera?
Annette told me he's some angry-looking Russian chap.
Come on, Lane. Tell me about Annette.
All right. I had a fling with her, okay? Now keep your voice down, please.
And you two fixed the security for the robbery?
No, nothing like that. Anyway, the fling was a mistake. She turned out to be rather needy.
I believe you. You're not a criminal, just a lecherous old man.
Less of the old, if you don't mind. As it happens, I make a lot of women happy.
Especially when you leave them. Okay, Lane, take off.
You can't tell me what to do.
You want me to show Bijou this picture?
All right, I'm going. You haven't heard the last of me, Stobart.
Promise?
And give me that photo.
photo should stay with me, just in case.
If Lane was telling the truth, that meant that Annette was lying. She said she'd never met the owner and was very keen to get rid of me. I wondered if she was hiding something interesting in that back office.
Are you going to introduce yourself properly?
Casket in the place there.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, madame. My name's George Stobart.
Call me Bijou. Hello, young man. Such a delight to have a new visitor. What can I do for you?
I'm from the insurance company. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Henri, my poor sauvage. He died in his prime.
Could I just ask you a few questions?
Well, why not? A little company might just pep me up, as you Americans might say.
Your record player seems to be stuck on the same song.
Yes, this song gives me great comfort. It reminds me of Henri.
Henri was very brave at the gallery. He tried to stop the thief and paid the ultimate price.
Henri was my lion and my little pussycat.
My little pussycat.
How are you coping?
I'm still trying to take it in, chérie.
Can you tell me about the gallery? Was the business doing well?
The gallery was Henri's baby. He never spoke to me about it.
So you weren't involved?
Not at all. Business is not my thing.
Bijou, I think someone involved with the gallery helped the thief. It wasn't Hector Lane. He's not devious enough.
But who else?
I don't know. But I will get to the bottom of it, I promise you.
That's...
Do you know this company, Vera Security?
No, I don't. I've never heard of them.
Oh, thinking that's probably it.
Thank you for your help, Bijou.
My pleasure, young man. Do come back any time.
Bijou appeared to know nothing. I still couldn't discount Lane. Annette, on the other hand, had lied about Vera Security's owner. Hysteria was playing the same tune over and over again. You have a beautiful home, Bijou.
Oh, thank you. I do like beautiful things.
There's something I can grab and bring with me, maybe? Nice stuffed dog.
A small stuffed dog sat on the table. Poor creature. Was that a tear in its glassy eye? Henri was now dressed in a cheap suit. On balance, I preferred the waistcoat.
Guess I'm probably done? Yeah, I nude paintings. Go that way?
Chérie, please don't touch my table. I keep everything in perfect order.
Oh, but I want to touch the table.
The view through to the Bois de Boulogne was stunning. America is my country, and Paris is my hometown.
Okay, so I guess we just leave. Unless the floor's got something. Oh, we go.
Night was falling. Annette would have left for the evening. It was time to pay a visit to Vera Security.
Oh, back we go. Investigate security.
The empty mall was lit by bright moonlight. The perfect ambiance for a little detective work. I wanted a good look at that back office. I just had to find a way in.
How'd you even get over here, though? Wouldn't the mall be locked up? Are you breaking and entering? Guessing you probably need to move it.
All Bassam's stuff was safely locked away.
Then get at the sign to get me in somehow. Could be a reason to do that.
Rearranging the sign had been a stroke of genius, even if I do say so myself.
No? Huh. Girder. I don't remember that. Ah. Interesting. What are you doing? Ah, electrical box.
I popped the lid open. Inside was an aircon unit and bingo, the master controls for the shutters.
Which one do we need? Do we turn the switch off?
The wire connected the power supply to the aircon. The wire connected the shutter motor to the master controller. The wire connected the power supply to the master controller.
So either way, you probably got to use the clippers. Cut this wire? Yeah. Open the shutters. Open sesame.
There was no way I could force the shutter open with my bare hands. I needed to find another way.
Oh man, come on.
I'd have to get up there again to take a closer look.
Guessing I cut the wrong wire. Guessing I should have cut the wire between the right box and the upper right one. I already used the nail clippers. Will you actually do that?
That was close. The wire was live.
So then make sure you can't kill yourself. I know in the older point and click games, if you did something crazy like that, the game just actually killed you off. Oh, there we go. We can snip them all. Actually, hold on. Got this wire. There we go. Safe key. Just want to do the motor. Voila! Aren't I a smart little monkey? So there's nothing in the drawer. Well, maybe now there is.
In the drawer was a single Q-tip.
You gonna grab it?
It was my lucky day. It hadn't been used.
Yeah.
room was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing.
Like, come on, we should be able to do that. No? Well, we did see there's something over here.
In the corner of the room was a pizza delivery scooter.
Hey.
Just like the one the killer had escaped on.
Oh, the front. There's something glittering over here.
The air vent had a tiny catch on the side. The air vent had a...
Get at it.
It felt like the perfect opportunity to use Lane's clippers. Sadly, they were designed...
Yeah.
The box was empty. Annette had cleared everything out. It was a pizza delivery scooter. Oil had dripped from the scooter onto the floor.
Ah.
I smeared some oil onto the cotton bud. There was a letter jammed in the shredder.
Take it.
I tried to free the gears, but they were jammed solid. Its service was long overdue.
Oh, I bet I gotta use the oil for that.
I smeared the gears with oil. I reckoned the oil would do the trick. There was a letter jammed...
Yeah.
I reckoned the oil...
I did the oil. Can I push the button?
It was time to see what was in the letter.
Oh, we just shredded it. Oh. You arrange the pieces, interact with the piece to pick it up. You can then move the piece to a different location. Simply move the piece to a location, interact, drop it to that place. Lovely. So we gotta put it together.
I grabbed the paperclip.
Well, do you not switch? You cover up the other pieces. How am I gonna get at each one? Guessing this is the upper corner. Hold on. No, there's a tail piece right here. I think that one. That goes there. Come on. So finicky times. Alright, I gotta probably move you over. Man, this is gonna totally get confusing with these. Getting there though. Seem quite right though. Oh, there we go. I think this is more on the left side. That goes there. Nope. Tell us a certain way that they fit in there. Exclusively would be over there. And then exclusively and generous. So we need. Here we go. Then we need Vera. Here it's security, so you need the word Vera right beside it. Right here. March, so that part's fine. I'm not sure if this is the right spot. No, that cover's on top. That's not going to be the right spot. Remain anonymous. That wouldn't go there. That's there. Sent you in. Hold on. There. Probably right there. Yep, there we go. This would be. Nope, probably down more. Something on the top, as you can see here. No, we need something more. That's got to be something on the ground. Or lower down. I get this feeling I'm covering something up. Fourth. Maybe this doesn't go here. Right away, I need to move down more. That seems right there. No, you're not gonna go down. There you go. You bet I had it right to begin with. No, you won't go down? Fine, I'll keep you up then. But you'd think this is a big one, right? Maybe this is lower down. No, but remain anonymous. These are on the left side, that much you can tell. That's tied to that. Okay, so we're slowly getting this. Doesn't go there. Oh, we might have it. We might have it.
It was the letter from Henri confirming that Vera Security had the contract for the exhibition. And it also revealed who was in charge at Vera. A guy called Medovsky. At first glance, it all seemed pretty run-of-the-mill. But why was Henri thanking Medovsky for being generous? And why was he pleased to represent him? Maybe Medovsky was the owner we've been looking for. It didn't add up. I had a gut feeling. There was something fishy going on.
Thank you for the letter. But Vera Security exclusively provided security for the forthcoming exhibition. Offer was very generous. We'd like to accept the terms and proceed to opening of the exhibition, meticulously planned, and I think find it satisfaction. So is that it then? Get out of here. What about the little glitter over there? Maybe something over there.
It was a pizza delivery scooter.
Yes. Nothing in the box.
Just
mess there, junk. Maybe something with the air vent.
The air vent had a tiny catch on the side.
What could we use? Paperclip, maybe.
The paperclip was perfect for the job.
Aha!
There was definitely something in there. Now, what are you? Gotcha. Well, would you believe it? It was a gun. And very likely the one that had been used to shoot Henri.
Aha! So, what have we here? L'Américain, Monsieur Stobart.
Get your fingerprints on the gun.
You will rue the day you crossed my path, because now you are caught in my net like a little red herring.
Inspector, I'm investigating the robbery.
No, monsieur. You are breaking and entering an innocent storeroom.
I found the murder weapon.
Found? No. Planted? Yes. Mou, arrest this man and take him to the station. I shall squeeze you, Monsieur Stobart, until your pips squeak.
Thanks, Ronnie. I just wish I'd got some better shots of the killer.
Are you kidding? That stuff from the hip, very dramatic. You did good, Nico.
So, what's next?
Get me an interview with the owner, and you've got Sunday's front page.
I'm on it already.
Keep me up to speed. Let me know before you write anything up, okay?
Of course. Oh, gotta go. Someone at the door. Monsieur?
Are you Nicole Collard?
Yes, can I help you?
I need to sit down.
You'd better come in.
I've come to sit on your couch. Come to drink my booze as well.
Would you like a glass of wine?
Yes, those stairs are a nightmare. That's better.
So, what can I do for you, monsieur?
My name is Tiago Marquez. I saw your report on the robbery. I found your address. I came straight away. I needed to see you.
And why is that?
The stolen painting, La Malédiction. It belongs to me.
Ronnie had wanted me to interview the owner, and now here he was. Or rather, he was somebody who claimed to be the owner.
Ah, you're such an old man.
So the stolen painting is yours. Tell me more.
La Malédiction belonged to my family in Catalonia in the 30s, before the Civil War.
So what was it doing here in Paris?
The fascists stole it in 1938. They killed my father, but not me. I escaped. I have been looking for it ever since. You have to help me find it.
Did you lose all your family in the Civil War?
When they came for us in 38, I fled with my mother. But my father was not so lucky.
I'm sorry.
I would have stayed and fought for freedom, but I was just a boy.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Tiago Marquez, the rightful owner of La Malédiction. What else is there to tell?
You traveled all the way from Catalonia?
No, since the war, I've lived in France, in the southwest, and now I want the painting back.
You've got my attention, but if I'm to help you, I need more to go on.
I have something. This old photograph. It is of me and my family.
Yeah, the picture could be of any kid in his family, unless you can see resemblances.
See the painting above the fireplace?
Yes, it's La Malédiction. The photograph certainly appeared to link the old man to the painting.
You took the photographs at that robbery, huh?
I did, yes.
I need to see them.
Why?
Please, I must see them.
All right. Here they are. This shot didn't come out too well.
It's perfect.
Perfect?
Finally, La Malédiction in all its splendor. The lines, the color, the detail. It's been so long since I've seen it.
Then take it. That shot is no good to me.
Really? Thank you, mademoiselle.
Here's the thief making off with the painting.
What is that tattoo on his arm?
Looks like a skull and crossbones. Headhunters,
You will find him, and then you will find my painting.
I can try, monsieur.
You must, mademoiselle.
This is the best shot I took. They used it in the paper.
Yes, it is how I recognize La Malédiction, my painting.
It does look like the one in your photograph.
So close, but now it is lost again.
My poor painting.
This one was rejected. George got in the way. Typical.
Who is this George?
Just a friend. He insured the painting.
So, he will know who is this liar who claims to own my painting.
I don't think he does. He would have told me. Marquez's story was very interesting, but I needed to corroborate it. I wondered if the gallery kept ownership records. And while I didn't wholly trust him, this was the one lead that I didn't want to lose. Where are you staying?
What? Nowhere. Here, perhaps.
I didn't want him to stay in my apartment. There was another solution. My neighbor is out of town for a few days. You could stay there.
Yes, that would be good. Thank you.
Great, let's go.
I need to break into my neighbor's place. You can stay there.
Adam said that he would leave the spare key under the mat.
Oh, so you want me to get the mat?
My neighbor had left a key for me under the doormat. Which reminded me I hadn't watered his plants for a week. The key wasn't there. The gap was wide, but not wide enough for my fingers. Using the sticky chewing gum, I was able to fish out the key.
You gonna put the mat back first?
This will do.
Glad it's up to standard. I have to go out, monsieur. Ronnie had promised me the front page if I got an interview with the painting's owner. And here was a crazy Spaniard claiming to be just that. I needed to find out who had put the painting up for sale. Maybe there was more to find at the gallery.
Not sure right later. But it's all sealed up by a police tape. Can't go in there.
Len was sitting outside the cafe. He looked dazed. Hello, Monsieur Len.
Ah, the delectable Nicole Collard, super sleuth. How may I be of service?
I was hoping I'd find you here.
Always available for a lovely lady such as yourself.
What do you know about the owner of La Malédiction?
That was Henri's business. He found the painting and did the deal with the owner.
Would anybody else know anything about the owner?
Not likely. He kept especially quiet about that one. But he always kept a manifest for every exhibition.
You mentioned a manifest. How would one get a look at that?
One might start in the office. That's where Henri kept most of his paperwork.
I'm writing a follow-up piece on the gallery theft.
Ah, so you need an inside view. Authoritative.
Something like that.
The police have finished in the gallery. We could chat in the office. It's much more comfortable. More intimate. I might even be able to rustle up a little bottle of champagne.
Let me think about that. Henri's death, it must be so very hard for you.
Yes, I shall miss him deeply. We had such a very special relationship. The loss is so hard to endure, even for a man of such inner strength as myself.
Thank you,
At your service toujours, madame.
I might actually have to talk to him. Think about it. There's a key code on the door.
Hello, monsieur.
Well,
What is this one?
So, how are...
as always, intense, exciting, full of passion. An intoxicating blend, don't you think?
That was clear. You said Henri's manifest might be in the office.
Of course, my dear, but that place is full of junk. I have no idea where it might be.
About the gallery.
Of course, my dear. We can go there now, if you would like.
That sounds great.
We can discuss my ordeal over a glass of champagne.
A cozy chat with Lane was the last thing I wanted. But it was my best hope if I wanted to get a look around the office. So, what are we waiting for?
Maybe it's a bit blurry when he walks. But, anti-aliasing or something. She walked fine.
After you, my dear.
The place was heaving with junk. Finding what I wanted wouldn't be easy. As Lane sat down, something stuck out from beneath the cushion. It looked like a folder. Whatever it was, the police had missed it. I needed to get it.
Come, join me on the couch. I'm ready for you. You will be gentle with me, won't you?
Oh, I'm never gentle, Monsieur Lane.
Oh. Do call me Hector.
Lane hadn't noticed the folder. With that amount of padding, who would? The only way to get hold of it was to distract him.
Well, the wine, nope.
Monsieur Lane?
Hector, please.
Oh, Hector. Perhaps I will join you in that glass of champagne.
But of course, champagne, nature's balm in troubled times.
Jump it on.
To new friends.
To love. Oh, mon Dieu, that is so cold!
Oops, silly me. I am so sorry.
I'll have to dry this off. Don't you worry, my dear.
In the folder was a list of all the paintings in the exhibition. La Malediccio had to be there. It was. And next to it was the owner's name, Mr. Medovsky. The police had obviously not spotted the folder. I put it back. I had what I needed for my story.
So the owner.
Monsieur Lane, thanks for everything. But I think I hear my editor calling.
Ma chérie, no need to leave so soon. It's only a little spillage.
Owner runs a security company to
And
steal
I
the
found out
painting.
who claims to own La Malediccio. Some guy named Medovsky. sounds Russian, right?
Medovsky, my god.
Who is he?
He's new on the oligarch block. Fresh into London from Russia, with ambition and a bloody reputation. Collard, this is way over your head. I'm gonna put a more experienced crime journalist on the story. I can't afford for you to get hurt.
Relax, Ronnie. This is my story. Leave it with me. Let's discuss it over lunch tomorrow.
Okay. But don't do anything more. See you tomorrow.
Ronnie didn't trust me on this story, but I wasn't going to let him give it to someone else. I was going to have to move fast. Come in. Hi, Georges. Great to see you.
Hope you don't mind me just dropping in.
No, not at all. How are you getting on?
Pretty good. I found the gun that was used in the robbery.
I'm impressed.
Yeah? Well, Nave wasn't. He accused me of trying to plant it, and then of being involved in Henri's death. Then he threw me into a cell. He couldn't make it stick, of course, so he had to let me go this morning. But he's convinced I'm involved. So if I put a foot wrong, he'll nail me next time. But, hey, on the bright side, have I got a story for you.
Quite the twist.
Annette, the manager at Vera Security, lied about the owner of the company. When I pieced together that shredded letter, I got a name. Medovsky.
Medovsky! That's the same guy who claims to own La Malediccio.
What? He owns the painting and Vera Security? He has to be the one behind this whole scam.
You're telling me? We have to be sure.
What the?
The old man's back.
I cannot sleep on that bed. It is too soft.
Georges, this is Senor Marquez.
Nice to meet you.
So you are this George, huh?
Senor Marquez is staying in the apartment across the hall. Apparently, he's the real owner of La Malediccio.
What? I thought you said Medovsky was the owner.
Senor Marquez claims the painting was stolen from his family during the Spanish Civil War.
Really? Do you have any proof?
Senor Marquez, could you show him the photograph?
That's definitely La Malediccio hanging on the wall?
It belonged to my family, so it belongs to me.
A pair of statues stood on plinths on the mantelpiece. How can we prove this is you as a child?
The dates would tie up, Georges.
Who's this?
My mother, a good woman, a saint.
Well, if this is true, we won't make an insurance payout. The painting can't have two owners.
Si, senor, but the money is not my concern.
Who's this?
My father. When they came for us in 38, I fled with my mother. But my father was not so lucky.
If the painting really was stolen during the 1930s, then this Medovsky guy has no legitimate claim to it. But how can I be sure that you're the boy in that picture?
I can prove it. Look at my father in the photograph. You see the medallion he's wearing? He gave it to me just before he died. This medallion has been in our family for hundreds of years.
It's definitely the same medallion. A snake eating its own tail. That's also on the painting.
It is the Ouroboros.
The what?
The Ouroboros. It is a sign of my people, my family, my faith. The Gnostics. My father was a Gnostic leader. La Malediccio is sacred to the Gnostics. Hence they both display the Ouroboros.
A priest I met said the painting was the devil's work. A thing of evil.
Ha!
He would say that. Do not believe all you hear from the church. Whatever you think, the painting is mine.
If Marquez was the true owner of Malediccio, then Medovsky had no legal claim to it. Might be tough to prove, but if I could, we wouldn't have to pay out on the insurance. So, if the painting belongs to you, how did Medovsky get it?
The fascists stole it. It went to Madrid, then Berlin, then, after the war, to Moscow. After that, it was lost, until now.
We need to talk to this Medovsky, but how do we find him? Hey, Nico?
Yes, Josh?
So let's go over what we know about the thief.
Okay, well, he had a distinctive tattoo on one arm.
And his helmet had Waterloo Motors across it.
Not a lot to go on.
You said the thief had a tattoo.
On his arm, it was a skull and crossbones with headhunters written around it.
We need to track down Waterloo Motors.
Have you tried the internet?
I've been kind of busy.
Okay, let's have a look. Waterloo Station, Battle of Waterloo, Waterloo Kebabs, Waterloo Sunset. Ah, here we go. Waterloo Motors. It's a garage in London. I'll send the number to your phone.
Yo.
Nico?
Yes?
What do we know about this Medovsky character?
Ronnie said he was dangerous and very rich. He claims to be the owner of La Malediccio.
And appears to be the boss of Vera's security who were supposed to protect it. Now that kind of figures. The best way to steal something is to get hired to look after it. But why steal a painting you already own?
We need to talk to this guy.
To do that, we need to find him. I found the gun that Henri was shot with at Vera's security.
If Medovsky owns Vera Security, it means that he must know the killer.
Well, it can't be Annette, but she has to be involved in some way. Why would somebody steal their own painting?
For the payout.
Insurance scam? But then why kill Henri?
I get the impression that Henri was somehow involved. So, Waterloo Motors is a garage in London. That's a surprise.
Yes, I sent you their phone number.
Probably it.
Senor Marquez.
Yes, George?
You mentioned the Gnostics. What can you tell me about them?
It is not important. A religious sect, that is all. My family were Gnostic. They were a peaceful, good people.
So, La Malediccio belongs to your family?
It did. Once it was stolen, I did not believe I would ever see it again.
You must have been excited to see the painting again.
It was a miracle.
I wasn't going to leave until I figured out where I needed to go next.
We make a phone call.
Waterloo Motors.
Hi,
How can I help you?
my name is George Stobart. I'm investigating a murder that was committed here in Paris.
What's that got to do with us?
The guy we're looking for was wearing a helmet with Waterloo Motors on it.
Oh, yeah. It's a very popular helmet.
I don't suppose you know who might have bought one?
Well, not unless you've got any more information, mate.
The killer had a tattoo on his arm. It said, Headhunters.
Oh, I know that guy. Yeah, he bought one of our helmets just the other day.
Terrific. Do you know his name?
Nah. Brings his boss's Merc here to have it serviced. Word to the wise, though. I hear he don't mess about. sorry.
No, that's more than enough. You've been a great help. Thanks for your time.
See ya.
Bingo!
Good work. That has to be the guy. And now we've got his address.
How about a trip to London?
I thought you'd never ask. Senor Marquez, will you be okay here?
The bed is uncomfortable. But it will do. Come back quickly with the painting, eh?
London cabbies. Gotta love them.
This is the place. Here on the right. To afford a place like this in London, you've got to be good at something. So, we clear on how we're going to do this?
Yeah, we're two insurance investigators, see? We finagle our way inside, butter Madovsky up, and then get the dirt on him, right?
Finagle?
Yeah, finagle. You remember how to finagle, don't you, Nico?
George, how could I ever forget?
Good, because I suspect we're gonna need Major League fanoodling to get in this one.
You got it.
Okay. We got quite far into the game. We're at 500% saying. That's our 122. Cool. Okay. So we're a fifth of the way down the game. Quite a little twist in the story. The owner of the security company happens to supposedly be the owner of the painting. So it sounds like the owner's trying to have the painting robbed, so he has the painting, plus has money for it. That way he can keep the painting, hidden somewhere. I don't know why. Or maybe he's going to sell it off somewhere so he can have double the money. Huge twist, scam, whatever you want to call it. Okay, but we gotta quit here. Interesting story so far. The animations are nice and smooth, the voice acting's pretty cool. Game definitely is on the slower side though, it's a slower paced game. That's how a lot of point and click games usually are. Is because it's not action